The players are better. They want to win. They have to win. There's only 16 opportunities. But as a fan, I watched that game, and I was encouraged. So you can call that whatever you want it. You call it a moral victory. You can call it loser talk. Doesn't matter. They're 2-2. This is a competitive football team that took the last undefeated team toe-to-toe.
Gives you something to look forward to every week.
Absolutely. So you can call that whatever you want it.
In years past, you think, okay, well, we're going to get beat. Are we going to be within 3 touchdowns or 4 touchdowns?
Yeah, I mean, Valdez predicted a boat race last night for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
All right, so Craig is with us. Craig Hoffman, our Redskins beat reporter for 106.7 The Fan. What was the overall mood in the locker room after the game?
It was kind of weird. I wouldn't say that it was like a moral victory sense, but like they knew that they had fought really hard against a really good team in a really tough place to play and had come up short. So they were bummed out because when you're that close and you could taste it and you don't get it and you feel like you have opportunities and you really cost yourself. It wasn't like you got beat by this better team necessarily. Sure, they made some really nice plays in some of the scramble situations, but those penalties were just so killer. There was a sense of frustration in that regard, but I think that they understood the task and it wasn't an irate locker room. It was kind of a frustrated locker room, I would say.
Let one slip away.
Where do you see the defense right now?
I feel like they have a massive Achilles heel, and that is when quarterbacks go off schedule and plays go off schedule, they just are not very good, which is a complete contrast to every other kind of play where they've been basically spectacular. They can't plaster. They can't stick with guys. And plaster's that seems to be the word of the season so far. I don't remember hearing it referred to as that almost at all before this season. But now everyone's got all these plaster rules, and you hear it all around the league. And basically in scramble situations, what are you doing? Are you going man-to-man? Are you trying to stay with your zone? And when they make that switch of switching over to just running with guys and how they communicate, it's not there. And I talked to Monte Nicholson about it afterwards. He says that'll come with even more chemistry, but that has been the killer for this team, and it's enhanced when you have mobile quarterbacks. Their 2 losses have come to guys who can make plays with their feet. It's come to Carson Wentz and now to Alex Smith. And you're going to have some more of this later in the season. You have Russell Wilson later this season, who's almost entirely running his offense off schedule because they can't do anything on schedule. And so it's a massive deal that absolutely kill you on third down. And, they tried some different stuff last night on that huge Alex Smith scramble late. They try a corner blitz, which everyone loves because, oh, God, it's an exotic blitz. And what happens? Quentin Dunbar can't get there before Alex Smith runs the other way. And lo and behold, they're playing man behind it. Nobody's got their head turned, and he picks up 30 yards. So, it's tough. Also, last night, they were good until they got worn down. They got crushed in time of possession. They had a 6-minute advantage in the first quarter and 15 minutes for the game. So when you get outpossessed by 21 minutes over 3 quarters, your defenses are going to be good.
Yeah, they were gassed.
Do those off-schedule plays that you're talking about, Craig, go hand in hand with the tight end production against this defense? They got gashed again. And it's going to happen against Travis Kelce. He's one of the best in the game, especially coming off a dud the previous week against San Diego. Do those 2 things go hand in hand?
That guy is so good. Mm-hmm. He was doing that stuff to corners. I mean, the touchdown catch he makes is over Bashaud Breeland. And Breeland has good coverage. A 3rd and 15 situation where beat Fuller's played well this year, and he's a corner. I don't know what you're supposed to do. It's your trouble covering a tight end is not supposed to be on a guy who can run a 4.4 and is 6'5" and whatever else Kelce can do. He's incredible. I chalk that up to Travis Kelce. He's an incredible football player.
Yeah, that play, the touchdown to Kelce is just a power forward posting up a 2-guard. I mean, you're not going to win that battle, especially if the ball's thrown where it was.
Yeah, and he took a hit from the safety too. I mean, that was
good.
Special.
He gets on my nerves though. He's all about himself. He loves himself. He gets on my nerves. Did you ask Gruden about the timeout he called on the last possession?
Yes,
after
I
they gave it
did.
to Thompson.
And EB's voice was in my head, which is a scary thing at midnight. He said that he wanted to it's weird in terms of the explanation because everyone's going to play the result, and the result was they threw to the end zone, and Jay wanted to score there, and if
still
they
had
didn't
time,
score
though.
on that play,
He still had
then
time.
they could still get the first down, and he wanted time to work with.
But he would have had
And-
27 seconds. I heard the explanation, but he would have had 27
Yeah.
seconds. You're going to take end zone shots, and then they're just going to have 0 time left if you do score. I hated it, but I thought he called a great game. But it's clock management. I think leaves to be
Yeah,
desired.
but the defense also has to make a play, and they allowed a 36-yard play.
But how many times
how
have
do
we
you allow
seen
a
that?
36-yard
Well,
play
we see
in that
that.
situation?
How many times do we see that in late game situations where teams just march
Yeah,
and they
but you
take advantage?
should
But that's
also-
not a march. That's a big play.
Yeah, but Jay
course.
should also realize that his defense is gassed. He's been
Right.
on the field the entire second half.
It's at least 2 times
and
this
you're
year
giving Smith 50 seconds.
where Jay has assumed that they would convert and just not. You got to coach more defensively there.
I
I'm
may
sorry.
be in the minority here. I like the fact that they went for the jugular there. And if he didn't, he would have gone to read underneath, and they would have had time to get a touchdown and not settle for a field goal. So I'll defend Jay's decision-making there.